Start of week 2 now, so it is Tuesday the 23rd. Just want to say thanks very much to everyone, lads, for a bit of support on the video. I actually wasn't expecting how much I got. Like I was kind of saying, geez, a few people might watch it just because they know me ahead or see me around before and give it a watch just for the sake of it. But the amount of people that have actually come up to me and said something good about it or were sharing it on their story, just small things like that. Like it was only positive stuff that was said, so it actually just made making this video that little bit easier, just knowing people are actually enjoying what's being put out there. So thank you very much, people, you're legends. So starting off this week, just on the way in there, and I was at 80.4 kg, so a little bit up from where we finished last week on, kind of to be expected from the night out and eating shitty and an Easter egg or two being thrown in there. But we're not going to worry too much about that because I'm still down from my starting weight anyway. So we can take 80.4 again as starting weight and let's start just continuing to cut. There's no point in saying, fuck it, I'm up weight, let's leave it there. No, let's keep going, let's keep cutting and get down. Weigh in then after Sunday night's antics, see what we were looking. Right, so 80.4 kg, not too bad, still down from the start, so we'll take that. And then physique update. Not too bad for rounding it on a night out, eh? Because one night out, one takeaway makes you fan that right. Okay, meal one of the full day of eating. We're starting off with a pot of instant oats, golden syrup flavour. It's 60 grams. I'll throw the macros up on the screen there in the corner as well so you can see. It's about 11:30. I'm not intermittent fasting or anything. I'm only after just getting out of bed after doing the morning climb. So this is the first meal going in. I actually do prefer the sachets of it rather than the pot, but they kind of just discontinue it sometimes and bring it back in. The pot can be handy because you're mixing it with boiling water rather than milk, so that's a calorie saver there as well. So first meal going in. Right, okay, so this is meal number 2. I'm having this just pre-gym. So you've seen there I have one bagel, one slice of smoky cheddar cheese. There is 3 turkey rashers and there's only a tiny bit of butter on the bagel, which I don't track. Now it's literally only on one side and it is absolutely minuscule, so I don't bother tracking it. 4 boiled eggs, and then the seasoning I'm throwing on the eggs is paprika, pink Himalayan salt and black pepper. I heard that people like watching other people on YouTube like eat their food, which I don't get, but here you go. 1 scoop of whey protein, scoop of creatine, 200 mils of low fat milk to mix it with. So having this immediately post workout, because you know the way you can't miss the anabolic window, bro. You can mix it with water or almond milk or any kind of like cashew milk, whatever it might be. I just think it tastes absolutely stink with like water, so I'm mixing it with low fat milk. Flavour I have at the moment is chocolate caramel. I actually hate protein shakes. This one isn't too bad, so I can stomach this one. I'm going to try chocolate cookies next and see what that's like. But yeah, that's post workout, simple enough. Welcome to the kitchen with Conor. So we have the potatoes boiling away here, so let's get on to the burger, buzz. So 5% fat beef burgers from Aldi, right? Tip number 1. Don't salt your burgers, especially these 5% ones, right? If you salt burger, what happens is it draws the moisture out of the burger. There's already not enough juices in this because it's only 5% fat, so throwing on some salt is going to be detrimental to your burger. So what I'd advise doing is either use something like garlic salt or onion salt, something that's not like, doesn't actually have sodium, that's going to draw the moisture out of it. Use that instead of regular salt. So what I'm throwing on then is a bit of garlic, bit of smoked paprika and black pepper, right? Tip number 2, flatten down the burgers. So they're thick enough when you get them. I prefer them nice and thin, right? So salt them, season them up, and then you want to pat them down. That is CB Fitness tip number 2. So give them a good slap. They just seem to cook better. And there's nothing worse as well when you get a big fat burger and then you cook it and it kind of shrivels up, and then like you're left with this outer layer of the burger bun where there's just no meat and everything's just left in the middle. No, you want evenly distributed meat, okay? That's pretty much it then. Thing takes about 10 minutes, like, you know, 10-15 minutes, however you like your burger really. Put on the potatoes first. When they boil, they'll take a little while. Do whatever really you want with your potatoes, but see, if you boil potatoes, there's more volume because it's absorbing, soaking up all the water, whereas you roast and you bake them, again, you're drawing out the moisture. So if you're on a cut, you want more volume, so boiling them, it'll tend to fill you up that bit more. So just small little tips like that is going to go a long way on the cut. And there you go. Seasoned to fuck beef patés. This is the best burger sauce in the world to put on your burgers. 2 reasons why. Number 1, it's delicious. But really, number 2, I got this for free, right? And how did I get it for free? So, girlfriend Kelly works in the hairdressers. She has a client, Francis, in one day, and chatting away as you do in the hairdressers. And Kelly just happens to mention my boyfriend Conor, he loves a good burger. Francis must have said, oh, I love a good burger too. Have you tried this burger sauce? Kelly says, oh, no, he hasn't. I'll bring it in to you the next day. The woman went, bought this, brought it in to give to me. And do you know what, Francis? It's absolutely delicious. Thank you very much. But we're nearly out, Francis. So Kelly, you might pop the question there the next day. You might just remind her. Do you remember the way Conor loves a good burger? Well, Francis, he's nearly out of that burger sauce. So there we go now. That is why this is the best burger sauce in the world.
How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes, got nowhere to run.
Plain and simple, and that is a perfect burger meal. Double decker of glory. 500 grams of potatoes seasoned with pink Himalayan salt, black pepper and paprika. That's enough of that. I'm going to eat the fuck out of this. So, just go to the chicken first. 500 grams, 3 chicken fillets. Divide that by 3. There's your portion size, okay? You don't need to weigh it out. So roughly one of them is about 170 grams. So that's how I'm going to track one of those. The rice, okay? This is why I get the microwavable rice. Just because I don't have to weigh it out, I don't have to cook it. It's simple, it takes 2 minutes. So I'll show you on the back there. You can see what half the packet is. So I'm having the full packet, so multiply that by 2, track it, easy. You don't have to weigh out a single thing, throw it in the microwave. Last thing then is the curry. So this one is actually pretty decent because there's only 50 calories in a portion there, and a portion is 1 tablespoon. So I'm going to throw in 2 tablespoons, but I'm going to make 2 portions. There's the meal done now. So we have 1 full packet of the microwavable rice. I tracked 175 grams of the chicken fillet and then tracked 2 portions of the curry sauce. So I'll show the macros. They'll probably be up there somewhere, looking good. And that's pretty much it then. Simple. Back in the classroom again. This week I want to talk about my personal cutting plan. Absolutely cracking because Rob Lipset is just after uploading a video on this. Sent on a screenshot to all the lads. Was after putting this up, had my YouTube video planned for the week done out. Get a notification, Rob Lipset already uploaded it. So Alpha Lead have ears on your boy. They know what I'm doing, they know I'm about to blow up, so I'm coming for the big boys. This solid cutting plan is going to go over the 8 weeks. So you can see I'm starting out week 1 on 3,000 calories. Here's the macros: 200 protein, 400 carb, 65 fat. I showed you how I got those macros and calories in the last video, so if you haven't seen that, give it a look. And then the cardio we're starting on is 20 minutes steady state, Always trying to do that on the Stairmaster, so I'm aiming for about probably 250 calories burned with that. I'm going to bring it all the way down to week 8 and just show you kind of the formula that I follow and how I get there. So week 8 we're going to finish up with 2,300 calories. Protein is a constant the whole way down, so I said that as well the last video, we're keeping that at 200 the whole time. We are dropping down the carbs to 260 grams of carbs, and fats are dropping down to 50. Last week we're going to bump it up to 40 minutes of cardio. So I just find personally my body reacts better to higher cardio and having more food rather than less food and less cardio. So more food, more cardio for me, that works best. If you don't like cardio, you're going to have to substitute that for less food, unfortunately. So I'd rather have more meals and just put in the time in cardio and get much better results. There was actually a study done as well to show the effects of what's better if you will take 200 calories of rice and 200 calories burned from cardio. What's better if you don't consume the 200 calories or if you do and burn them off? That makes sense. And the results were that burning off the calories gives better results rather than just not consuming the calories. So that's kind of always in the back of my head as well, and just from my own anecdotal evidence, it seems to work the best. So that's how I'm doing it anyway. So this is the plan, and what's going to happen then is we're dropping 100 calories every week. Now the last 2 times I've done a cut, I've dropped 200 calories every second week. So it would have been 3,000, then 2,800, 2,800. I want to try the 100 calorie adjustment every week this week, because if I'm removing 100 calories here, whereas normally I would have been on 3,000, that's an extra 700 calories gone throughout the week rather than staying at 3,000. That makes sense. So 100 calories extra in a deficit a day, so that's hopefully going to all add up at the end of the cut, and we'll see how we're looking then. So we're just doing an 8-week cut because I'm a little leaner starting out this time. Previously, I think last year I done a 13-week cut, which was like ridiculous, like really long cut, and I actually ended up at 68 kg, which is like really light. I want to try, I'm going to say 75 kg. I'm going to get down to in the 8 weeks and see how we're looking then. If I feel like I want to continue for another 2 weeks, we'll do that, but we'll play it by ear. So just back to the plan then, getting back on track. Removing 100 calories every week, okay, so you can see going from 3,000, 2,928 all the way down to 2,300. And the macros then, how they're being adjusted is I'm taking away 20 carbs, so that's 80 calories gone, and then to get the extra 20 calories is going to come from fat. So there's 9 calories in 1 gram of fat, so I'm taking away 2 grams of fat, so minimal. So very minimal difference in the fat. Now I'm not going to be 100% strict. Like if one day I end up doing 390 protein or 390 carb, I might remove some fats, you know, but that's just so you can see kind of a bit of a formula how it's going to go down. So I want to reduce most of the calories through the carbs. I want to keep protein constant. Fats will only gradually reduce. We'll say I'm not going to go below 50 grams of fat. Like I might not even, that might say it's 65 until maybe here, and then we'll go to 55 and down to 50. But just to kind of show you where the 100 calories are coming from, 80 calories from 20 grams of carbs, and the extra 18 calories coming from the 2 grams of fat. So we're going to go 200 protein the whole way down, 400 carb, take away 20 carb each week, starting with 65 grams of fat and taking away 2 grams of fat each week. We're going to finish up then on 50 fat. So the cardio, I've always started on about 15 minutes, and I increase the cardio 5 minutes every second week. So I want to start a little bit higher this time, and just because I'm doing the 8-week cut as well, that's why I want to start that little bit higher. So we're going to start with 20 minutes of the Stairmaster. That normally gets me about 250 calories. Every second week then you can see I'm putting up 5 minutes, 25, that'll get me about 300 calories. 30 minutes, we're going to go about 350 calories burned, and then towards the 40 minute mark, so I'm bumping it up 10 minutes for the last 2 weeks just to try shed off that extra little bit of fat. Probably aim for about 500 calories gone with that. So these last 2 weeks are where you're really going to see the difference. Dropping it down to 2,400 calories, 2,300 calories week 8, and 40 minutes of cardio done on the Stairmaster every day. So that's where I'm expecting to see big results there. This is actually the highs I've ever cut on, highs I've ever started on, the highs I've ever finished on. Last year I actually ended up going down to 1,700 calories just for 1 week before going on holidays, which is absolutely ridiculous thinking about it now. Like even just from doing last week on 3,000 calories. I wasn't starving, but I was definitely hungry. Like there was one meal I felt like I could have got in. So it's going to be interesting to see how we react as we go on. So the reason why you want to start high and slowly take away, okay, the calories. Few reasons why. So why aren't I starting on, let's say, 2,500? You're in a 500 calorie deficit then. Why are you only taking away 100 a week? Well, if I take away 500 calories now, one, I'm going to be very hungry because I'm going to notice that 500 calories are gone. I'm going to notice that big chunk of calories gone straight away. Two, because you're dropping down the calories so fast, you're not going to take all of that. You're in a calorie deficit, okay? So your body needs to pull calories. It needs a source of energy from somewhere else. And that source of energy, we want it, is from stored fat. If you drop it down so low, your body is only going to take a certain amount from the stored fat, and the rest of it can come from your muscle, okay? So that is the last thing you want when you're doing a cut. That's why you want to do it gradually, okay? Keep calories as high as possible, keep cardio as low as possible, and still be able to lose fat, okay? Don't get caught up on scale weight, because yeah, if you drop straight down to 2,500 calories, the scale weight is going to drop very fast, but that's all you're thinking about is a number on the scale. You're not thinking about how you're feeling. You're not going off progress photos. You're saying, oh yes, I'm down 5 kg in 2 weeks. Why? Because you're after taking a huge chunk of your calories out, and you've probably lost muscle as well as fat, okay? So do it slow, do it gradual. Only decrease when you feel there's a plateau. Now this is normally fairly linear, fairly on point, so it's not giving me a chance really to plateau. It's only 100 calories every week, and that normally gets me about 1.5 pound gone every week. So I know it's a slow weight loss, but that 1.5 pound, most of that is coming from fat. There's always going to be the risk of a tiny bit of it being muscle, but once you're maintaining your lifts, you're maintaining your strength, you're going to be holding on to most of the muscle, and that 1 pound, most of it is going to be fat, okay? So that's why you want to do a slow gradual cut. 1, to hold on to as much muscle as possible. 2, you're keeping your energy high. And 3, your appetite. You don't want that risk of your appetite, you're starving, because that's when you're most likely to go off your diet, have a snack, have a cheat meal, because you're starving, okay? Keep your appetite, keep yourself satisfied, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it for my plan. So again, this is just personal to me. This can work for you if your maintenance is 3,000 calories. You could do this as well and you'll lose weight. The macros are preference, okay? So if you prefer higher fat and lower carb, you can do that. If you prefer lower cardio, you can drop out some of the cardio. You could start at 10 minutes, 15, go down 5 minutes again, like that. But use that online calculator, figure out what your maintenance is, and then go from there. Try this formula. This is one that I use on a lot of my clients, but I do the 200 calories every second week rather than 100 calories dropped every first week, or every week I should say. So it has worked fairly well. Works for everyone once you find out what your maintenance is, and then 100 calories off that, go from there. So yeah, give it a go, apply it to yourself, apply your own figures, weights, stats, everything in, and you're guaranteed to lose fat once you stick to this. So simple.
Yeah, pass this to my daughter, I'ma show her what it took. Baby mama cover Forbes, got these other bitches shook. Yeah.